that. It's super easy and babyish. You're exhausted every day after work. You don't get it. Dancers don't get paid much. You need perfect feet and body. We've had some stories, some dressing room stories. I'm excited, we haven't done it. I've had so many questions. Like, there we go. There we go. Okie dokie. Woo! Reagan is back on the video.
She's alive!
She's back! Mid-work day, hence why the rings are here. She's looking glorious because she's incredible. Just tell me about her incredible cool workout that she's just done. So don't give me that.
Full tutorial, drop a comment below.
Yeah, literally, they will though. The amount of comments I've had about Reagan not being around, I think that they wish she ran the channel. I have said to Reagan she needs to start a YouTube channel, but I'm yet to convince her. If you're new around here, my name is Hannah Martin. And today, it was Reagan who was like, come on, let's just do it. Hannah, you keep putting it off. I'm like, okay, let's get it done.
Let's do it.
We're reacting to your ballet assumptions.
Dun dun dun!
I've seen a few other people do this, a few other ballet YouTubers, so I thought, why don't we just dive into the world of ballet? I mean, we're already...
Hello there.
Already so much great content. So I asked you on Instagram, guys, make sure to follow us on Instagram. Your ballet assumptions, so things that you guys have assumed of ballet dancers.
You always perform on point as part of a professional ballet company.
Like, you have more experience in this field than I do because you've performed with a few companies. It's a yes or no question.
I think it's like, if you're doing classical rep, yes. You would rarely see flat shoes with like straight classical ballet. Probably never actually. Yeah. But I think it's cool with like all of the different contemporary works that most companies are doing. You have some done in socks and some done in bare feet and some done in tennis shoes. Yeah, tennis shoes.
Okay guys, sorry, I have to break this up. In America, they call trainers tennis shoes.
So these guys.
They call those tennis shoes. And when Reagan first moved in, I was like, why do you need tennis shoes? Like, are you gonna go play tennis? She's like, I've got to take my tennis shoes to work. You do know we're ballet dancers, not tennis players.
We don't need tennis shoes.
We don't need tennis shoes.
Yeah, we just call them all tennis shoes.
That's just so funny. A little bit of culture for you, just like a little spice in the video. Dancers don't get paid much. I mean, I don't have anything to compare it to. So at the moment, I'm getting paid, which is just fabulous. So I can't complain. You need perfect feet and body. Have you seen my feet? Okay, we're working on them. These biscuits. See, the lights even tell you.
The lights were afraid.
The lights were afraid. You have to know that whatever body you have is your perfect body. Your perfect body is not going to be the same as anybody else's. So definitely ballet is developing every person's healthiest self is their perfect body. It's a change that's happening slower than we would like.
And I think it's also how you are using your body for what you can do, and everybody has different strengths and weaknesses. And that's also the beauty of the world. Like, you see that not everybody is talented at math, or not everybody wants to become a doctor, because what would you do if the whole world was full of doctors? And so it's like Hannah can wrap her legs twice around her ears, and so I look over at that and I'm like, okay, like, how does she equip herself and how does she train?
She can spin like 20 times round, and I'm like, okay, something gravity in her just works, so I need to get that.
So I think it's like seeing how others' bodies are equipped for the field and like watching their strengths, and I think that's kind of the beauty of it now, is that you can take yours and make it the best that you can be, and really truly trying to be proud of your body and what it brings every day, instead of looking around and like being like, oh, I wish I had that, I wish I had that. I need to hear that myself.
Taking the golden nuggets, guys. You have to have hair that works well in a bun. We've had some stories, some dressing room stories in Nutcracker. The French twist, guys. I cut my hair because it was too much. We're doing a contemporary piece at the moment where the hair's in a ponytail, and I would pretty much kill all of the company members if I had kept my hair as long as it was. I don't think you have to have hair that works well in a bun. You just need to learn how to get your hair in a bun.
Exactly. Like, I think there are some girls who have hair like this short, and they're like, I have really, really curly hair when it's down, and it's figuring out how you can use it and how you can put it in different hairstyles. And
I didn't know how to do a French twist, and it was only about 3/4 of the way through the Nutcracker run when the hair team were like, honey, you need help. And I was like, yes, I do. And then we got it. They got a lot better.
And then we look back at the photo shoot we did. Like, cue the video of you saying, like, it looks really good today.
Really good. And it's like, you're the one who told me you looked okay.
No, I did look okay, but comparatively speaking, like, now they're perfect.
No, I haven't done one since Nutcracker because
But the Nutcracker ones look.
Okay, we're just gonna. Upper class money, definitely not me, even though I do it. Where there's a will, there's a way. Obviously, it's helpful if you have the funds for the point shoes and for the classes and for the school. I always think if there's a will, there's a way, and if you're determined and if you're focused, like, your drive will make a way for you. Yes and no. I can see where you're coming from with it. I think if you're really passionate about it, then that shouldn't be blocking. I remember when I did the World Championships, this is rhythmic gymnastics, but the same sort of thing. I was teaching like private lessons, and I was like doing bake sales every weekend to try and make enough money to go to the international competitions I needed to go to before the World Championships. So I know what it's like, but where there's a will, there's a way.
Yeah. Couldn't agree more.
That. Someone I knew thought that ballet was cheap. I mean, I feel like ballet is like the complete opposite
of cheap.
Cheap as in like it's not deep and it's not emotional. That's what
I thought they meant like cheap as in financially.
Well, that as
both are wrong.
Filled with tradition and filled with like so much passion and story.
And I think just the fact that you're athletes as well as having to tell a story. Sometimes you have to like check your emotions at the door because you have so much work to get done that day. But it's also artistic, so you're constantly tapping into emotions to bring to it. But you have to become the role to actually have it convey to the audience that it's genuine and real. So in terms of being emotionally cheap, I think it's one of the richest art forms or things that you could probably put yourself into. It's like acting and being an Olympic athlete at the same time.
I could not agree more.
And financially, these puppies cost like $120.
Yeah, this
can't tell you what that is in pounds.
This is 70 pounds now.
70 pounds.
Aren't you glad we're in a ballet company where they provide the point shoes?
Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah.
Yeah, guys, we're not going to be singers. You're exhausted every day after work. Yes.
Nailed it.
And that assumption is the most true assumption we've had so far. Ballet is the foundation of all dance, and you need to do it to be good at all other styles.
This one gets kind of dicey.
Obviously, it gives you like a nice ground technique, but if I'm a ballet dancer and then I try and do hip hop, the only thing that's really going to help is like to be able to pick up the steps. Even then, it's such a different coordination. I mean, this is a controversial topic.
Yeah, it's really controversial.
It depends what certain styles. Like if you're a ballet dancer and you do contemporary, obviously doing ballet is going to help that.
I think it also depends on like what's classified as a style of dance.
I think the field is a lot bigger than most people even realize.
Yeah.
Do like a couple more. It's super easy and babyish. I know it's not. Is that even? I don't feel like that's really an assumption that many people have about ballet though.
Yeah.
Apart from like, I guess if people think of like the tutu and like
you know, whenever you say you dance, they're like, oh, you
You like to be tapping with your toes. I'm like,
you don't get it. I just have to show them a photo of my blister and then it all goes away. Lovely magical image of the ballerina and the tutu. No, it's like pain.
And I feel like the more documentaries and other things that come out, the less and less questions like that we've been getting recently.
But then you get the two. You either get like,
oh, it's just some like rainbows and unicorns.
Or so you live in the black swan world. No.
But it's like somewhere between Black Swan. Oh, what's the name of that movie?
Barbie.
Center Stage
and
Barbie.
And the 12
like
Dancing
if you
Princesses.
take Barbie and the 12 Dancing Princesses, Center Stage, Black Swan,
and like little like
sprinkles,
bake
mix
it in the
all
oven
together, and you know you can
and serve it at Tuesday morning prayer service. There you go. That's us in a nutshell. There you go. One more.
Rainbows and unicorns.
Rainbows and unicorns. It says here, strict teachers, good or bad for ballet?
I think it takes discipline, but whenever I was young, I had a teacher who was really strict, but then at a certain point, it motivating negatively and not motivating positively. And then I had a change of teacher, and I noticed I would grow quicker with positive reinforcement. So I think it is good that you need like somebody strict and on you with like the discipline of ballet, because it is a discipline and it is something that needs to have definite rules. But I think that those rules can still fall in the confines of love.
And you can be strict and not be horrible. There's a difference. Like there's a difference between being strict and being abusive. That's what I would say.
Agree.
Where we get so passionate, I think, especially for teachers, that line can sometimes get crossed. And definitely in the ballet world, because we're talking about it more, it's getting better. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you want a part 2, just let me know and put your ballet assumptions in the comments. Reagan is back and she's here to stay. I missed y'all. If you have any more video recommendations for the two of us, dream big and make it happen. And now is the point where I really hope I press record.
Oh, yes.